Hello, thank you for tuning in. For this selection, readings, the tarot cards I'm going to use are Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. At the top here is the website. I think his name is there too. usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. In case I didn't leave that up long enough, there's Ciro. Okay, and for the Oracle cards, your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. Hopefully that's in focus. And I can give you the rest of the information if you're interested. And I use dice. The dice I use are they're Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's from Amazon.com. I use the 20-sided dice for the major arcana, which obviously does omit 21, but still, I use it. And for the minor arcana, I use the 4-sided dice to choose the element, and then the 12-sided dice for like which number, and it goes up to knight. It excludes queen and king, but I roll with it either way, in case you're wondering. All right, with that being said, thank you, and on to your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. With that being said, what do we have for Capricorn? I'm a person that the way I learned to read is like if cards jump out, you're supposed to leave them. So we had jumpers. They're all face down. I think there's 3 of them, all in a pile. I'm not even sure if I like that or not. But we'll find out in a second. Okay, so you're trying to figure out a problem. You're stuck with something. Okay, this is the environmental thing here, but they're all face down, so we need to know what's going on. We need to set the stage in what you're dealing with, though. This is typical of Capricorn. Excuse me, I just did Virgos. Like, how does Capricorn fit into this a little bit better? You've been struggling with something, and you've been trying to make plans. You've been putting a lot of work into whatever it is. Definitely a Capricorn vibe here. Because Capricorn does not really like it when people change the game. And I feel like that's what's going on here. Somebody's changing the game. And even though you don't want to, you will move quickly and change quickly if it means you could keep something. If it means you won't suffer loss. There are certain things that will motivate Capricorn very quickly. And like, for example, if you see the porch is on fire, you're going to run to save your house. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, if I can save my house and not have that much damage, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, I guess I'm screwed, and watch it slowly burn to death. No, I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to do what I have. That would be something that Capricorn would be like, get out of my way. I got to fix this. A lot of stress here, feeling very trapped. But there's information coming in. Somebody is changing the game. Okay, we know that. I want to get more into it, but there's not much you've been able to do, and you're kind of feeling stuck, but you're not willing to accept that there's nothing you can do. Whatever the situation is, you're like, I can't do anything, but I'm not willing to accept that yet, and it's probably ticking you off, just to be fair. Okay. Now, what is going on around the situation that you don't know about is what we need to know. Cringing with this already. Fights, slow movement, people trying to get away with things that they shouldn't be getting away with. You do have at least one person who agrees with you that you should not be suffering a loss for this situation. But that's a page of pentacles. That's an ally, somebody who agrees but may not have the strength or the ability. It may look like they do, but they don't, to change this situation the way they want it to go. There's also a lot of conflict in this situation. This is all behind the scenes. I feel like you might not even know you have this ally. A lot of conflict, and at least one person is trying to get away with something they should not be getting away with. I don't know if they're playing quiet and they're just ignoring the situation and just hoping and praying nobody realizes that they're doing something unscrupulous. Okay, so that's happening. All right. How can we, how can this go more for Capricorn? You know? Because this is Capricorn's reading. How can this go more for Capricorn? All right, so what does Capricorn need to know about what's going on around the situation for this to be more maneuverable for them? Five of Pentacles reversed. Somebody who talks too much, ironically, that I feel like annoys the bejeebas out of you. Is that a good way to put that? Annoys the blank out of you. That one could give you a lot of intel if you could stand the conversation. I feel like you can't stand this person, honestly. If this is reading is hitting, whoever this person is, I'm just like, you want me to talk to who? Like, what? They do change a lot of things. It's one of the reasons I feel like you don't like talking to them is because they take a lot of liberties and they just do what they want. And it's kind of like you show up. It's like you show up for a party and before you know it, you've been elected for the cleanup crew, and you're like, "How did that happen?" It's kind of like that. It feels like that. That person knows a lot more than people want them to know, quite frankly, because I feel like they never shut up. Which I also feel kind of aggravates Capricorn anyway. But in this situation, that at least can go to your advantage if you can stomach the conversation. That's one way the environment can go more to your advantage. I don't think I should say liking, I should say advantage. More to your advantage. Okay. You might even get a heads up about this coming in, which I know you're not. I don't see any way you're going to like this coming in. It's the Wheel of Fortune coming in, causing another unexpected twist. Like, I got the hiccups there. And that's one of my signs that, like, this is not going to be a fun moment. So there's another thing that's going to come in here. And this energy around you might be able to tell you that that's coming. They have no power to change it either, by the way. Because I'm also getting the Nine of Wands. There's something that they're trying to keep. There's something that they're trying to secure. And they're struggling with what they're trying to secure. I don't feel like they have power to change things. But they are definitely working towards saving what they want to save for themselves. They might give you the heads up that this is coming if you're able to go through that conversation. What's not going to serve you is going to be really hard to not do. Really hard. Because, like I said, I've probably said this in other readings if you've seen it. If you've seen this channel before, my family has a lot of Capricorns in it. One thing I know about Capricorns, you do not push a Capricorn because they will hold their ground and they just will hold it like nobody's business. But what they're saying is if you're going to try, when this next Wheel of Fortune twist comes in, you trying to fight for what's right, which makes sense why you would do that, makes total sense why you would, is not going to get you what you want. There's just going to be further loss. What would help you, I don't know. Let me roll the dice before I show you this, because it's doable. It is doable. The Devil card, which is the Capricorn card, and then the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so, it's going to sound the way it's going to sound. Take it with a grain of salt. Look out for you. Look out for you. Think of just you for this situation, for this moment. If that was the way of life for a person, I would say that was bad. If this is once in a while, sometimes it's warranted. And, take it with a grain of salt. If I'm wrong, but this is how it's coming in. The Devil card coming in with the Four of Swords reversed. The Four of Swords right side up is healing. Reversed is like, no. Maybe making things a little worse for other people. You got to make your decision. I don't know. I feel like it's weird that I'm saying this. one of the ways you'd be making it worse for other people is just kind of like making a quick exit. Because maybe people are depending on you, that they can dump some of this on you so that they don't have to take the full brunt of it. You know what? There's no reason anybody, I don't know. I don't feel like there's any reason you should be taking any detriment from this situation. So it may seem like it's kind of a underhanded move. It's up to you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to rationalize it, but it's like, if you want this to go better, they're saying don't think about other people. Don't think about the fallout that they're going to get because of this. Make a quick change. Just accept it for the loss. Make a quick change. The faster you move, the better it goes for you, because it's kind of like, for example, if this was a job situation, and the longer you hold on, the worse it gets. Sooner or later, you're going to have to leave anyway. You might as well put yourself in the beginning of that line to get the best job that's out there. So, like, for example, say there's 50 people going to lose their jobs over the next 2 years. You might as well get out there right in the beginning. Start looking for the one you want before the rest of the 49 people get in line and look for their job as well. Your chances are better if you get out there right in the beginning. Go, you know what, this is failing. That's the one I want. Can I get it? It's mine. Bye. So long, y'all. Can't stick around for this anymore. I'm done with it. That would actually put you at the advantage. It's hard to do, but I also feel like if this reading is hitting, it's just been getting worse by worse. And then when this next twist of fate comes in, I feel like you're going to be like, all right, how far am I going to go with this before, I drown with the ship? If it's hitting. So it's kind of like you can't be looking out for other people. You just got to look out for numero uno. That's you, Capricorn. Things will just take a life of their own after that for a little while. It's going to be a while before you're comfortable again. I don't think that's going to be any type of shock to you. I don't feel like Capricorn would believe it if just all of a sudden everything was perfect. You'd be like, is it? Like, Capricorn needs proof. Capricorn needs time to get used to something. Capricorn needs to see, like, okay, the foundation, you're telling me that foundation is secure, and you're telling me this is why. I'll just go check for myself. Thank you very much. And I'm going to check it repeatedly because I still don't trust you, even though I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. I'm checking for myself. It'll take you a while to get used to it. This period of time where things are very random will pass. You're not comfortable the way the situation currently is. Ironically, it's better, but it's still uncomfortable going forward, but it's going to be for a while. So it's kind of like, right now it's like being overworked and underappreciated and underpaid. After this change, it's kind of like, I'm paid better, I feel appreciated, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Not the way I need to. And it might take you up to 2 years before you do. That type of uncomfortable. Kind of like, I don't like this. I don't feel like I know this enough. Like, I'm not happy with my quality because I don't feel like I know enough. That type of thing. I don't feel like I know this job well enough. I don't feel like I know the situation well enough. I don't know the people well enough. I don't feel stable enough because I don't understand the situation and how people actually are versus with how they act. Could take up to 2 years. Maybe some of you only a year. But it's like that type of uncomfortable, which is an improvement, which is a notable improvement. But I just don't want to give like this like sticky sweet, like, oh, it'll be so wonderful. It'll take you a while to get used to it. And then you're going to have to iron out the truths of like what you're dealing with. You're going to have to go through all that. Is that good? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.